This is a Headgum podcast.
1, 2, 3. Downside. Downside. You're listening to The Downside.
The Downside.
With Gianmarco Soresi.
So remember not to
not to hit the
table as much as we were.
Hit the table a lot last time.
Okay, I was gonna do like kind of a Chappelle slap.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Okay.
Are we recording? Great. Welcome to The Downside. We're jumping right in. My name is Gianmarco Soresi. I'm here with Russell Daniels.
Hi, Gianmarco.
Special guest, Jaboukie Young-White. Hello.
What's up, everybody?
We'll get to you in a second. I have so many things to talk about. I had one an embarrassing internet quote tweet that I didn't realize until an hour later. You saw it?
Yeah.
Someone, it was Benny Johnson. He's that conservative, one of those guys.
Yeah.
There's a video of him in like high school or college, like doing an act out of a blowjob and like being goofy, and it was like all these conservative people are all theater kids, and if they had just gotten a small part in like an Adam Sandler movie, we would be rid of them.
Yeah.
And then what I meant to say was, well, it didn't work out for Rob Schneider. Now, what name do you think I said instead because it was more top of mind? And your hint is I got the first name right.
Rob. I don't know. Deerdeck?
Someone who it didn't work out for either recently.
Wait.
He's dead.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Wait.
I was like,
oh no!
When I saw that, I was like, that's so mean and weird, and I'm like, I'm not connecting it.
It was so.
And then I read the first few comments, and I was like,
It up for it. Was it like a tweet? And
It was like an hour.
I saw it 42 minutes after it had been posted, and I was like,
Why didn't you call me?
I thought you had to have seen it already, and also. I didn't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I did. I was like, people were recognizing what you meant, but it was a bad name to accidentally put in.
Really close.
Yeah.
Like, I do have to give that to you.
But I was like, God, that guy just was murdered. Why are you being? What? And he's universally loved. Like to be like,
Also,
yeah, it didn't work out for him. I was like, Jesus
Was
Christ.
he ever in an Adam Sandler movie? Like, no.
That'd be worse if he was.
Right.
Yeah.
People should have known. They should have IMDb'd before they dragged you.
I would hope so, but it was also like one of those where it was someone else quote tweeting, so it didn't have the full context of the original tweet. So it
Very
just
weird.
was just out the
Right.
Yeah.
Was there anything like really hurtful?
No, I didn't even look. I didn't even look. I saw
good.
the one. I think you meant Rob Schneider, and I was like, yeah, that's what I said.
And then then
I said, oh no. Just humiliating.
Yeah.
You can't name search for a long time. Like I don't know if you're a name searcher, but you can't do it for a while.
Good to know. I am a name searcher.
Yeah.
It's
You should let it cool off for like a week. Because you might see one of those quote tweets and it'll just derail your day.
Oh my God.
Actually, let's do it at the end of the pod. Let's pull it off. That'll be a fun little segment.
That was one of those topics. You know when like a topic like I like to do, something horrible happens, but when it's so close to Hollywood, you're like, I'm not going to do that edgy joke. There's too many people who would be hurt by it.
That you don't even know they would be hurt.
Yeah.
You don't find out until they're like, that was.
There were a lot of
for a long time.
there were a lot of powerful people at that party.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a good joke, but I'll save it. How are you doing, Jaboukie?
I'm pretty good. It was hectic getting here.
Yeah.
I got on the I also went to the wrong studio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You went to our real studio.
That's being
Our real
renovated
studio.
right now.
renovated.
Being renovated.
That's so exciting. How are you going to unveil? You should do like an MTV Cribs.
It would be a very quick tour. It would definitely be MTV Cribs for Quibi.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Yeah.
This is the bathroom.
Oh,
Bye.
Quibi.
I was near your hometown. I took a 20-hour train from Chicago because I was
here.
So I was in Madison, Wisconsin. All the flights got canceled.
Wow.
I didn't know more snow was going to come. I didn't know. I had to get back. So I took a car to Chicago, and then I did a 20-hour train, a sleeper, as they call it. Have you ever done a sleeper?
No, but that's kind of romantic.
It is, as my girlfriend kept telling me. She said, this is romantic. Enjoy. But it's...
Were you in the same bed?
No, we were in
Bunk beds.
Bunk beds is too kind a word.
Could it accommodate you?
Yes, it's so rocky that there is a strap you pull, so if you roll over, it would catch you.
God.
And I'll just say the price. It was $1,400 for this 20-hour.
Per person?
Yeah, unless we didn't want the sleeper. Unless we didn't want the sleeper.
Per person?
No, total.
Okay.
Okay. I was like,
But if it's $1,400, I think the toilet and the bathroom should not also be the shower. Mm-hmm. In that we didn't do it, but like the shower would be with the toilet and the sink and everything. You would just grab this and there's a big drain.
Like while you're sitting on the toilet.
You could. I'm just saying there's no divider. It is a room
kind of into that.
For water.
Kind of into that. Have you ever taken a shit where you're like, I want to shower right now?
That's true.
Yeah.
Kind of great
and it looks like someone
some
did that right before we got in this room.
wait, no food included. You're paying extra for food.
There was food, wine you had to pay for.
Okay, food included.
And the meal wasn't terrible.
What was it?
I got the salmon.
Ooh.
And
trained salmon.
Teriyaki. What was it? Honey glaze. What was it?
It was dry,
poke bowl.
Dry.
Microwave salmon.
Microwave salmon. And the nice part about it though was because there's not a lot of room, they sat us with someone. You know, there's just it's a car.
Yeah.
And so they sat us across two older women. I would guess late 70s, 80s.
Okay.
And thank God they were lovely. And it was one of these, I don't have this often because I don't talk to strangers that often, but we had like a long meal. One of them used to be a divorce attorney. So, you know, my God, we got into that. And then the other used to be a dealer and a manager at casinos.
Whoa.
And
were they a couple?
No, they met on the train. You meet the train people. You meet the people who do this often.
Okay.
Like for sport.
They had one bad flight in the 80s and it fucked them up so bad. It's
Trains
true. My dad
is.
doesn't fly. I met someone else recently.
Your dad
I was
doesn't fly at
shocked.
all.
Did something
No.
happen where he was like, I'm never flying again?
He had a scary flight. My mom claims that when he was on that flight, he was like with a mistress, and she thinks maybe, I don't know the truth of this, that maybe he saw it as like God.
Oh.
Imagine being at the other people in the flight being like, for you, we had to deal with this?
So it was turbulent and he was like, God is punishing
Just
me.
punishing me.
Yeah. And she's like clinging to him for help and he's like, bitch, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Now you're going to kill us.
Have you? I mean, I met someone recently told me that they didn't fly, and I was like, and they're more cosmopolitan. They're New Yorker, and I was like, oh my God, I can't help but judge. I'd be lying if I said there wasn't a part of me that went, I'm sorry you had a bad flight once, but like it really is okay.
Do you get scared when there's turbulence?
Pretty much, I fly so much that it really, only if it's extremely bad, doesn't touch me. What about you?
Never.
Never.
Nothing I
welcome
can
it.
do. I'm just like, well, I'm going to die. Well, like, is there a way to like, is there a position you can take where it's like, you're not actually going to die if you crash? Maybe there is. If there was, then I would be scared because then I'd be like, I have to hit that position.
I'm
just
sure there's
right.
been like some study. I feel like I've read somewhere where there's like a certain row or certain in general part of the plane.
Okay.
But still, it's probably like.
I just flew India Airlines, and there's been 2 crashes and whatever, and 11C both times was the only survivor.
Did you book that?
No, because I got too late, and I can't think, because if I think about that, then I'll get there and be like, I got to train with this person. I'll pay him money.
You're like,
it's luck.
Meanwhile,
it's
like,
random.
Tovah, you're 11B.
Wait, so
Tovah,
both
yeah.
times it was 11C.
Yes.
That's kind of crazy.
Third time, I'll believe in God.
Okay.
First 2, just coincidence.
That God is.
Wait,
He's still
God
killing everyone else.
That God is God. Oh,
Yeah.
you thought 7 was lucky?
Yeah.
It's 11B.
How was India?
Really overwhelming.
Were you doing stand-up?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, and they were going nuts. They were.
Really?
It's because it's still newish there. Not that many Americans are coming over. When I sat on the stool for the first time, the applause that I got made me go, uh-oh, I'm going to become a bad comedian in like 2 years.
You're going to be just
I'm
like.
2 years away. I'm 2 years away from being like,
Yeah.
when I rolled up my curtain to reveal my elbows, and I got like, ah! I said,
What?
Because these are just like things that like people have.
Oh, like they've just seen
My
comedians
elbow.
do this.
No. There was
Or
a crowdwork
you do
clip where
this.
someone talked about my elbow. So now the elbows are a thing, and now the way I sit
They're very
is a
tapped
thing.
into the online.
They're tapped in. It felt like I imagine what it's like to be like a pop idol, and it's just so easy to just, yeah.
Whoa.
And then I would tell a dark joke, and they go, elbow again. Show her the elbow again.
Show us your elbows.
Yeah, but isn't that a lot? That feels like a lot of art where it's like people come for your looks, people come for your morality, people come for this, that, and the other, and then you're constantly being like, and look at the thing that I really worked on. And they're like, okay we'll sit through it
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the other
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing that I thought about with these old women that was so interesting was there was so many, on this train, there were so many talking points about TV shows. We were able to talk about Seinfeld, Friends, and then of course they love their police procedurals.
Yes.
And so like they talk Blue Bloods. I go, I was reporter number 2 in Blue Bloods. They talk Law and Order. Tovah has a client on Law and Order.
Yeah.
And
Were they gagged by this?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And every cover it's like so and so is on the client. They're the lawyer. The black one, and they go, oh my god, oh my god. Everything to an old person, it's like job, kind of what they look like, and then you go race, and then they go, oh my god, yes, that one.
Yeah.
And every show only has one of each race, so it really does narrow it down for them.
Yeah.
But it made me think how this a part of a fractured media landscape takes away touch points for these ladies were so a different world than us, but we were able to talk about these things. And after the Law and Order, I said, and do you know? I said, have you seen Jaboukie CIA tweet? And they said, what? And it was over. Like I'm like, there's no like so much is. That's part of the way sports people, they're able to connect immediately through that. Like media, I sometimes think the centering of it all, it's bad because then there's 5 sitcoms or whatever.
Yeah.
But then the other hand, I'm like, it does lose this beautiful moment. We were able to talk about TV shows.
Right. Reach across the aisle.
Well, and even like we were able to like see decades and decades, like when we were growing up, you'd see like things from even sometimes the 50s, like Lucy and stuff like that, and you're like,
oh my God,
now the turnaround, people like wouldn't be like, I don't even know what Friends is. You know what I mean? Like there's a much quicker, not the
their tweets be like, I Love Lucy renewed for a 5th season. There's a whole other world out there. We're not even ready. And I don't know if it's like it increases isolation in a way, I guess. I don't know. I know with music, I guess I read something about like there used to be something where every city had their own local flavor or whatever, and then they changed some law, and so it just made it so you had these 10 musical artists that everyone knows.
Yeah.
And it's bad in that way.
Yeah.
But it's nice that we can all be like, oh, you know that song.
Right. Was it only TV that you were connecting over, or were there other things?
Tovah and I are big movie people. It was just the procedurals and Seinfeld. You would have talked about Golden Girls, I know.
probably 2 old women. Yeah, why not?
Were you an old school TV?
No. Like my pop culture knowledge kind of starts and stops at 2000.
Wow.
Like everything before that, I have to actively engage with. I know nothing.
So 2000. How old are you in 2000?
I'm 5.
5.
Yeah.
What were you watching at home?
I would watch every single sitcom, like My Wife and Kids, Dharma and Greg, the gay one.
Will and Grace?
Will and Grace.
Will and Grace.
What
did you think about Will and Grace?
That was the gay one.
Yeah, it was like a little bit beyond. Like I just didn't understand what was going on. I didn't understand what was going on in most of them.
Yeah.
But like for the most part, I was like, okay, so like King of Queens, he fucking hates his wife.
Yeah.
He's always
I
trying
know
to
Will
get,
and
he's
Grace-
always trying to get away from her.
Yeah.
He's always like, oh, this hot wife of mine. I just gotta get away from her.
I can't think of that
Kevin
one.
James.
Oh, yeah, I never really watched it.
I watched it. The and Jerry Stiller's on it, and Leah Remini is the
Oh.
wife. Yeah.
I know I was watching Will and Grace wrong because I barely understood it. No, because I thought I I hope Will and Grace get together. And it's like there's something so
Will
there's
they,
something
won't
so
they?
wrong
I feel like
about
they
that
did put a little of that
interpretation.
in there to like for to trick people a little bit, being like maybe that will happen.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
But I definitely was seeing it through some kind of heterosexual lens of that's
You're
what
like,
this is gearing towards.
Maybe Karen.
That's
and
the season finale. Will is converted to heterosexuality.
Sean
Tune
Hayes
in.
and Megan Mullally get together. Hopefully, yeah.
Can you imagine if Ellen had tried to reverse to stay on the air? Like,
One
Ellen
back
goes
in
to
the closet.
conversion.
Back in the
Oh my god.
This next season opens with her just being, just kidding. It was all a dream. She's straight. She's having sex with a man.
Opens with her. It's how HBO.
Jesus.
Um,
That was crazy that happened. It's like it's such a world away. I couldn't imagine that now. Like now that would happen and be like, she's fucking lying. She's not actually.
Yeah.
Like,
Trying to get
is she
it.
really gay? Like, it would be so the opposite.
do you think Will and Grace, like, did it open the idea of like being a gay person in the world? Like, do you think something like that, as heightened and stereotypical it is, plants the seed, opens people's minds up at all?
100%.
It does?
Yeah.
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 There was one time this guy from Uganda came to a show that I did, and he was like, I saw you in The Daily Show. You're the first gay person I ever liked. It was like, well, that's huge. That's kind of crazy. But then also I'm like, wow, like, that changed something for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we fucked. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
You're the first gay guy I've ever fucked. Every guy I fucked has been straight. Yeah, I feel like with my little sister, like Kurt on Glee, was again, it's like the first gay friend, theoretical that you have.
Yeah.
And then you look back on it and you look at, and it's so stereotypical and over the top. But I guess you got to start somewhere.
Yeah. And there are people like that.
For sure.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
We're more a fan of Deborah Messing's more current work,
Right.
social media work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very avant-garde.
Yeah. It is an experiment.
Playing with
yeah.
form in an interesting way. Yeah.
Well, Jaboukie, we've only met a couple times. Crazily enough, you did, when I was first starting stand-up, I did a show called Guac. It was at like a Mexican restaurant in Williamsburg, and you had done camera B work for Lindsay Elizabeth Hand, my friend.
Yes.
Writing the D with Sarah Seeds.
Yes.
And it was just like this crazy. It was just from the outside. It was like you're blown up, from especially starting stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
And it was like you did camera B on this series, and I just remember we talked briefly, and you were still very much on Twitter. And sometimes I'd see those Twitter people, like Natalie Walker, who's a friend. I remember, I saw her when she was, in the height of her Twitter stuff. And you did see the way she had to engage with her phone to do that, which, by the way, I'm there. I'm there.
Yeah.
And you were just like, oh, fuck, this is tough.
Yeah.
This is the tough. But then from the outside, it's like you did all the stand-up, then you started doing acting stuff, and then I didn't see your stand-up as much anymore. Now it feels like you're doing more again.
Mm-hmm.
Has there been a shift back into this world of stand-up? Did you feel like you fully got to live what you wanted to, or did other things take you away from it?
A little bit of both. It kind of was like, because stand-up is so, you have to pull from your own experiences, and I started doing it when I was 19. I was kind of running out of experiences here. I need to go live a little bit more. And I wasn't super concerned with being I need to plant my flag right now as a stand-up comedian and let everyone know this is who I am. I kind of was this is just something I'll do my entire life. Mm-hmm. Do you feel that way?
I'm still obsessional about it. I mean, if anything, COVID was at least a reminder that I could not do this for a while and still come back.
Yeah.
But I'm not as neurotic as I once was. I used to be 2 days off in a row. I'd go, no, I'm scared. I could take
Would you do multiple
2 weeks
times
off,
a
3
night?
weeks off. Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I've seen those comics that did that even into their successful years, and they are not better.
Yeah.
And that's the end all be all. I'm obsessed with I gotta be a great stand-up. That is my North Star of self-worth. I don't trust my talents in any other arenas.
Well, you're nailing it.
With that, sure, Phil, thank you. But But when you say you don't have enough, by the way, this is the downside. This is a place we complain, we get negative. We don't have to pretend things are going well. They're not. Everything's falling apart. And I hope you feel better about your life listening to ours. Join the Patreon, patreon.com/downside for bonus episodes, 4 bonus episodes every month. Guys, I just got back from India, and let me tell you, delicious food. But we're talking every meal. It's like, here's a little bit of scrambled egg and a loaf of bread. Here's a dessert. What's this dessert? Oh, it's sugar fried and mixed with more sugar, and it's delicious, but it's not. I need some healthy food right now, and that's why I'm so lucky, because Factor makes healthy eating easy with fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs. So eat well without the planning or cooking. What goes inside these meals, Russell?
Let me tell you, Gianmarco, quality, functional ingredients, including lean proteins, colorful veggies, whole food ingredients, and healthy fats.
And they got a variety of meals. They got 100 rotating weekly meals to keep things fresh and delicious through winter.
I just had one of their short rib with mashed potatoes the other day. It was a delish short rib. The meat was wonderful.
So head to factormeals.com/downside50 off and use code downside50 off to get 50% off and free breakfast for a year. Eat like a pro this month with Factor. New subscribers only, varies by plan, 1 free breakfast item per box for 1 year while subscription is active. You have plenty to talk about. You really felt like you were running out of things to say?
Not even like I was running out of things to say. I was running out of perspective. Like my perspective was becoming... I became successful very young, and that was how people were digesting me and wanted me to lean into. And I was like, okay, so I have like a 5-year shelf life of that, and then I'm gonna be dropped off on the other side.
The young guy anymore.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't feel like I need to play into that at all, and I'd rather get ahead of figuring out what's coming next.
Yeah,
and I feel like I'm on the other side of that now.
So you were like, okay, I need to become less successful, and then I can find myself.
Yes, I need to fall off. I need to self-sabotage.
I need to come back as...
Yeah.
It is, I got to say, though, like, I don't know if it speaks to just a personality difference. Like, I don't step away from socials. I don't step away from work. I'm just a workaholic. That's just my nature. And it is crazy, I think, when I witness, I mean, speaking of Natalie Walker, where she just like left this thing, and I go, what are you doing? You're killing it. And it's like, obviously there's so many reasons you take a break or you pause or whatever. And do you feel like you have a good mental health about this kind of stuff?
That was also a part of the break. I felt like it was so, well, first of all, I feel like I am child star adjacent because I never had a normal adulthood. Like I was fresh out of college and then just immediately like working in entertainment. Yeah. So it was like I didn't miss a lot, but I did miss that waiting job. Do you know what I mean? Like I miss like a few like transitionary moments from like young adulthood into adulthood that I'm like, I just started noticing like, oh, like everyone is kind of tapped into something that I don't fully understand. Yeah. And it was more so that I was talking about with like perspective stuff. I was like, I think I need to, first of all, I need to figure out how I have changed with this like new level of success or whatever, or this new like tier that I'm working at. And then also how people's perception of me has changed. Like I swear I had never experienced being envied until I was at that point. And I was like, people like are nice to me, but it seems like they hate me. I don't know what that is. Like that's so weird. It's such a strange feeling. And I just had no idea.
So you weren't cool in school?
Like any social capital that I had was accidental. Like I really was like, I don't really give a fuck about this. Yeah. I was kind of outside of it. I was in theater. I was a theater kid.
Tell me where did you start? What shows?
So I didn't do musicals.
Okay.
I only did plays.
Yeah, that is
And
cool.
we didn't do a lot of plays. The first
This is Harvey, Illinois?
Yeah, this is Chicago Heights. That's where I went to school.
Okay, cool.
So the first play was called The Hasty Heart. It was about World War II and these like injured soldiers in this hospital, and I played a nonverbal. Well, not nonverbal. I couldn't speak English. I was Burmese. Crazy casting.
This is the first show?
Yeah, this was the first show.
Oh my God, mine was Princess and the Pea.
Were you in high school?
Yeah, I was 15 years old. And the whole show I'm like working on these beads, and there's this guy who has like PTSD, and I like give him the beads, and then he throws the beads at me,
What are
and I
these
start
teachers
crying.
thinking? What are they thinking?
God. Did you have lines in Burmese?
My name was Blossom, and I just was like, Blossom. I would just say my name, Blossom. And
Like
then
a Pokemon.
Yes, and then I gave him the beads, and I said my Pokemon line, and then he fucking threw it in my face.
Oh my
Blossom,
God.
Blossom.
Did you?
That's bad. That's offensive, right? Burmese?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Where I don't even know.
It was, I will say, it was 2009.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was okay.
Yeah. So it was fine. It was actually progressive back then.
Yeah, it was actually like, wait, did you like doing it? Like, did you feel like, oh, wow, I like this, or were you like, this is weird?
I liked it, but I was like, something isn't really clicking.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't until I started doing funny stuff where I was like, oh, okay, I'm addicted to this.
Yeah.
I was obsessed. We did The Miracle Worker.
Yeah.
My
Hilarious.
senior year, and
This is the water.
Helen
Keller. Yeah.
It was also ridiculous because it was colorblind, but the way that the colorblind casting worked is that the family was all black and Helen was white. So it was like we had kidnapped this white girl and would not let her learn how to communicate. And,
Oh my God.
and Sullivan is white too.
no.
It was crazy. We're also at dinner talking about our like great family member Robert E. Lee, which is like in the script. It's It was
It's like a Hamilton style Helen Keller.
insane. Yes.
It's really
Oh
funny.
my gosh,
Yeah.
that's really funny that it made it worse. And what did you make funny in that?
I played the brother. I was like a smart ass brother. I don't even know if that's actually a role in,
I don't know the show. Do they like they
don't
don't
know
want
either.
her to learn?
or I guess they're like, she's fine. Like,
Yeah.
she
Or
doesn't.
she can't.
And then
Yeah.
the teachers, the one.
Yeah.
that's
And
like,
then Anne Sullivan.
she's got it.
And
yes.
do you think it was just the teacher was like, I need this job?
Oh yeah. She was fresh off the boat from Ireland. She was like, I'm not going back there.
And so she's like, I can teach her.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't a moral thing.
Yeah.
And she did, and that's great.
I only know the show from the clips of like when
She
they
walks
fall
off the stage.
Yeah.
But who?
There's clips.
Like there's clips of like of productions, like high school productions of it, where the Helen Keller walks off the stage
and falls off.
Like
Why?
there's
Just
mo-
commitment to the role.
Just wasn't looking down.
Just not looking down. Just you know.
Terrible. That's
Well,
not
once they
funny.
fall, their character drops real fast. I need
The
water.
family
I need
starts
water.
carrying men. They're like, oh my god. Oh.
That's so. Was it a diverse school? I'm just trying to think. I don't think my theater department could have casted all black families.
No, not mine.
It was like, well, this thing happens in Chicago, which is like, by the way, the most racist city in the world. Like,
Really?
Like, I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about like the streets, the buildings, the trains, the cars. Like,
There's
it's
probably a few racist people there.
yeah, a few. Just a little bit. I can name the neighborhoods. Beverly, Montgomery. No.
What do you mean though? What are you saying?
A lot of like Confederate names.
No, I'm just talking about like, well, first of all, the main train is the Red Line, a little on the nose. And on the Red Line, there's a window of stops where it's like, these are where white people will be on the train. And it's kind of like that in New York. But even in New York, it's not clean, you know?
Yeah.
Like you could go to Broadway Junction, there's still going to be white people on the train, you know?
Yeah.
In Chicago, past Roosevelt, every single white person stands up, gets off the train. There's no more. Like literally, the lines are so clean that like it feels insane. It's crazy. You go to some neighborhoods and like you will not see any black people other than like cashiers. That's it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, it's like that segregated. So there is this thing that happens where like because there's like this resource imbalance and people trying to obviously make better lives for their kids, they will not send their kids to the public school, send their kids to the private school.
Yeah.
And then white people are like, it's getting a little, maybe it's time to go. I don't know. Then they move their kids to another private school. So like it is just like a constant circle of like neighborhoods being white and then black and then kind of going white again and then kind of going like over the past maybe 70 years. And my school at the time where I was there was like so 50-50 at the tipping point. It was like 40% white, 40% black, 20% biracial. Like it was so clean down the middle. It was really interesting, actually.
I mean, it feels like, in my liberal mindset, that's the best time, I guess, in that cycle.
Yeah,
is to be there when it's integrated.
Not gonna lie, it kind of was like, and it was first term Obama. Like it was.
Oh, I remember those days.
Yeah.
The school accurately reflects his complete genetics.
Yeah.
It was those old ladies on the train. At one point, when an old person who I know we're not from this, I'm not in New York, and they were like, well, Obama, and I'm like, okay, here we go. And it's like the way they said Obama, and then like, good old liberal.
Oh, okay, good.
Joe Biden should have stuck in that kind, stated.
Yeah.
Imagine she was like a radical leftist. I mean, she was like, I really think his foreign policy could have been a lot different.
Yeah.
Like,
Kamala's views on Palestine are what caused like, whoa.
Wait, was she divorced? I meant to ask this. Was she divorced? The divorce lawyer.
I would guess that they were both widowed.
Oh.
But I haven't talked to old people enough to know how to bring it up.
Yeah.
Or lean into it.
Right.
Yeah.
I
I was more
don't know
talking.
if you need to lean into it, but yeah.
Lean in. So, how do you ladies want
Where's
to
your
get
husband?
alone? Where are they? Where's your husband?
Maybe she never married,
True.
Yeah. Oh, you felt like she was.
Yeah. I think they said husband at some point.
They said
okay.
You should have
Where's
been
he
like,
now?
you two young ladies, where's your chaperone?
Yeah.
Like, try to get it that way.
We have a bunk situation over here. So was the school, did you feel like the school, did the students segregate themselves, or was there like,
it actually was like, it was kind of whiplash when I went to college and then also went out into the world, because I had spent 4 years around white people who like black people were completely normalized to them. And it was also like, if you were racist, I was like, well, you've made up your mind. Like you've seen data. It's not like, oh, you just need to get it. It's like, no,
You're
there's
not uninformed.
Yeah, like
Be informed racist.
Right. Like you could actually name 10 black people you don't like. Like it's very specific.
Yeah, people always say, do you have black friends? Well, do you have black enemies?
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna start asking.
Do you have black
So I'm
enemies?
racist. I have black enemies. Okay. So both your parents immigrated from Jamaica? Mm-hmm. Were there other immigrant families like where you grew up? Anyone from Jamaica? Like, or was that were you around other people who were Jamaican immigrants, or was it?
No one that it was only family. There really isn't that big of a Jamaican community in Chicago. I still don't know why they didn't come here. It's like,
it's so cold in Chicago. It
I
feels very different.
I know. Or like,
What made them pick Chicago?
well, my uncle had come here first.
Oh, okay.
And then my dad kind of followed him. And yeah, I wish they would have went to the UK though, and I could have been like a gay soccer player.
Yeah.
That's what I would have been, I feel.
Did you play soccer in?
No.
You just think that if you'd started off in the UK,
100%.
it would have been. It's much more of a thing.
Yeah.
Why did they come to? What did they do for work?
So when my dad first came here, he was working at a factory, and then which was, I forget what they were manufacturing, but he has some crazy stories from that. Like there was this guy that like a lot of people were like fresh to the United States from a bunch of different countries, and there was this guy that would just eat cat food all the time, and people would try to tell him like that is cat food, and he like just was like, oh, okay, like leave me alone, I'm eating my food. There were like a bunch of immigration raids all the time, and then he became a barber. And my mom,
When you say immigration raids, they're like for people who didn't
yeah, and they would just like split from the factory.
So like,
But
they
he
would
said
get a
that he
heads
had
up?
his papers. So
He had
I'm
his
like,
papers. Yeah.
Yeah, he said that, but I don't know.
Sure.
I hear so much stuff about my parents from like family members or other people where I'm like, what? They're not going to tell me anything. I have to like go ask around.
Like, what do you hear?
I found out how my parents got together.
Oh.
How'd they get
I
together?
had never known. So they both were with other people.
Mm-hmm.
They grew up together, like in the same neighborhood, like up in the mountains, very rural, like a 5-minute walk from each other. And my dad already was in America. He was with my sister's mom. I have a half sister.
Mm-hmm.
And he was back in Jamaica just visiting. My mom was engaged to this guy who was a pilot. And my mom is like hanging out with my aunt, and they're just like kikiing and like having fun. And then my aunt is like, so is there anyone who could just burst through the church doors and say, I object, and you would throw the whole thing off? And my mom was like, I don't know, I guess Condell. And then my aunt went to my dad and was like, Norma said that she would call off the wedding for you. My dad was like, okay. My dad went to my mom and was like, do you want to get married? And then she was like, okay, yeah, sure. And then my aunt lent my mom a dress, and then they went to the church that day, got married.
Whoa.
So they had been fucking.
I don't even know, I
They,
guess.
like, at least have been like staring at each other for years. Feels like. I mean,
Probably, yeah.
like feels very intense to
Yeah.
make that kind of decision.
Yeah, I guess that must have. I didn't put that together. That's a
No,
good.
no, let's keep the romantic version. Yeah, they probably, though.
Your mom's got that
Yeah.
good bit.
Okay, all right. It was so great. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and you do you assume your dad didn't like take care of his affairs before he to go back? There's one thing to tell someone you're cheating. It's another to be
come
like,
back married.
I'm married to another
Right.
person.
It's so wild because growing up, I was like, I don't know why my sister's mom hates us. Like, we're so chill. Like,
I don't
we
get
didn't
it.
do anything. Like, I don't know why she's so bitter. Like,
Your sister went back and forth.
no, my sister's so much older than me. She's
Oh.
like 17, 18 years older. So we like did
When
not grow up
did you see
together.
the mom?
Like on Easter or like
Yeah.
on like at weddings or something like that.
Well,
it was
Wait, was your dad married first in America to the first wife?
yeah.
So, but then got married in Jamaica, in theory, right?
Yeah, but I don't think that was like official. I think they were just like, we're doing this.
Yeah.
Do you talk to your sister? I mean, that's a big age difference.
Yeah, it is. Like,
Does she know the story?
I actually don't know. Actually, she probably
must.
does. She
There's no
probably
way
does.
her
She
mom
probably
didn't
does.
mention that
I don't know if she
story.
knows that specific aspect of it, but I know she knows it was probably like out of the blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense why they don't want to tell. Maybe because it's just stressful, or
That's
maybe they,
true.
Do you think they would worry it would make them look bad? Like they don't want to look immoral to you?
Maybe. It's just like it's messy.
It's messy.
Really messy. Yeah.
Are they still together?
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
How's your relationship with your parents?
It's good with my mom.
Yeah.
With my dad, no.
Nothing.
No, he's gay, and I don't agree with that lifestyle. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you came to the right show. That's tough to have a relationship with just one parent. And
While
we're
they're still together.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Does your mom try to get you to have a relationship or no?
like
she gets
occasionally, and I'm always like, no,
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
no, it's not gonna happen.
Like a parent trap, but for father and son.
Exactly, like that, basically.
Gets you on the boat.
Is this the kind of thing where you're not like, will you go and like you'll see him, but it's not?
No,
nothing. Oh,
like
no,
I
you won't.
have not seen him talk to him since I did late night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You came out in the set.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's so
Wow.
funny. My brother has video of them watching it.
Oh
What's
my.
the reaction like?
This is the best part, is that you don't see their face. It's from behind. And like you could still feel the energy. Like you see my mom's like shoulders drop. And like she just like is like fuck. And my dad, because I said queer, he doesn't know what that means. And he was just like, okay, great. Like, and
No.
I swear to God. And then
No.
yes. And then and this is, I think, a big part of why he was so angry about it. Like for sure homophobic, but then I think the other aspect was
It's one thing being gay; it's another to trick your old man.
like he was watching the video over and over again, and then he ends up going to the barbershop, and I know
Like my queer son.
No, like
I hope they
literally,
get married.
like my dad was so hated in the barbershop because he was like so cocky, and would always like take over the radio and like always play Jamaican music, and people would be like, put on motherfucking Kanye West. Like they would just be like, stop playing this all the time, and so I know like the vibe that he has. He was ready to like go in and shit on people. And then he goes into work and people are like, your son is gay? Oh. And that must have like
Oh my
devastated
God.
him. Yeah. Which is kind of juicy to me. I don't know.
So they just roast, and then they had to explain it to him.
Yeah.
He's gay and you're dumb.
Right. In a way that like I don't even think they cared that much. They just found it funny.
Yeah.
And my dad was like actually probably really mad.
Wow.
I imagine this is what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you feel like your mom like knew that you were
Oh
gay?
yeah, she knew because I was having Skype sex and I X'd out of Skype. I didn't close it, and then I moved to the laptop from the family computer.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was like typing, all the chats were just popping up on the downstairs computer, and my mom saw all of them come in, just roll in.
Dear.
It was terrible.
It was
How old were you when that happened?
I was 17. So it was like very 17-year-old
texting or on video too.
on video too. So it was like, I want a sword fight. Like
that was
like
that was the word.
Yes,
Sword fight?
yes.
Oh,
or
that's such a non-sexual way to put that.
like on guard. I really was like really going for it.
Were you like touching yourself
Yeah,
with
we
the
both
camera
were.
in the family computer room?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
And
Listen, I'm a daredevil.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
but at first, did she think you were like a swordsman? And then she went to the
Maybe
nail
he's just a
parlor.
Swashbuckler.
no, Mom, like we're fencing.
He's a swashbuckler.
My son's not gay. He's a swashbuckler.
Oh, yeah.
I like someone who's coming to their parents, but they don't know the vocabulary for it, so they don't know. But they have come out, technically speaking. So, how do you get to see, like, does your mom visit? Do you go to dinner?
Yeah, I'll like go to Chicago and we'll go out to dinner. Or like, she's actually never visited New York, but yeah, I like see her when I go to Chicago.
As someone, bad relationship with my father. Not we talk.
Mm-hmm.
I think it can be very easy for people to. Once someone said to me like something like, appreciate your like kind of that you should appreciate your family while they're here, and you're gonna regret it. Like this thing where you wanted to be like, you don't know me.
Yeah.
Do you have any fantasy or hope to ever talk to this person again, or have you separated itself
No, I separated myself a long time before that. Like,
before that?
yeah, I think it's funny. Like, whenever you are no contact with a parent, and there's like various reasons, but specifically for when it's like, yeah, my parent is really homophobic or they're really transphobic, or like my parent is really racist and doesn't like that I'm dating this race of person or whatever. The fact that people would be like, listen, he seems great, he'll come around. Like,
Yeah.
if someone is going to do that, there are probably a bevy of other personality defects that this person
it's not
has
like they
been.
were like, it feels like it's not like they were doing trying to connect and like be a part of your life before, like in a meaningful way before all this,
Right.
which is something that like so many people, like when they talk about like families, everything, you're like, well, like there's just so many people that don't seem to want to put, like you can't just because you're family. Like, there has to be both people are working at having the relationship, and I feel like before even all that, it feels like there wasn't an effort.
But especially, but I don't know, with like when people are homophobic, it's like, God, you've been programmed for this one thing to fully block out.
Yeah.
Is this a religion? Do you think it's a religion? Cultural?
Because my dad is not even really that religious.
Yeah.
His dad was like a preacher, and he went no contact with his dad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What was his
keeping
reason
the cycle
for that?
going. His dad was just like, I don't really know details. I know a few things, but his dad was just like crazy abusive, like in a way that was like, whoa, so we're kind of doing some slavery reenactments with this. Like it was like that level, which I think all like physical punishment kind of is. Like it's coming from that level of domination.
Totally.
Like
Yeah.
and I think that was probably it. And I don't know. My dad was like a rebel.
And you never met your grandfather because they were no contact.
No, he had a heart attack like in his 50s, I think.
Yeah.
And that was like way before. I met his mom when I was like 4, maybe. I like vaguely remember it.
Yeah.
I think like, maybe Tupac had just died or something.
That's really fascinating that he stopped speaking to his father. Oh, so there's no, you for a long time earlier when you were younger, you're like, I'm separating myself from this and still maintaining a relationship with your mom. That's the part that's so tricky.
Yeah. Well, it was also interesting because my relationship with my mom, so my dad stopped going to school when he was 12. He started like cutting people's hair. He would break Coke bottles and then like give people lineups or like cut people's hair with like broken glass or whatever. And then he became a barber in Jamaica. And
He's got a talent?
That he is kind
You ever
of.
cut your hair growing up?
Oh yeah, he was the only person that cut my hair until I was like 23.
Wow.
Yeah, and I came to New York. And then I did a show where we had to like do something that made us uncomfortable or something like that. And then I let someone cut my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like performance art.
Was it emotional?
I really did not feel anything.
Sure.
Because it was just like a little curl.
Okay.
I didn't like get like a full haircut. But the first time it was kind of surreal and I hated it. I was like, I'll just do this myself. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And then I started growing my hair out.
Yeah.
But yeah. Wait, so, okay. And then my mom was always going to school. Like, she got, like, some of my first memories are being in community college classes with her. And that discrepancy was so big that my mom just, like, wanted someone to talk about, like, Jean-Paul Sartre with and would be like, I'll give you, like, $50 if you read this book. And I'm, like, 11, 12, reading, like, On Being in Nothingness.
She gave you money to read? That's
So she could talk to-
beautiful.
Yeah, so we could talk about it.
lovely.
And then
Also, she must have just dominated you in the debates. You're 12.
100%. But then I was catching up. Because there was like a nihilistic streak that I had where I was like, I'm really getting this. Like, I'm
Yeah, she's
really.
feeding you Nietzsche at 12. Nietzsche should not be read until you're in your 20s at least. What books do you read? That's so fascinating.
It was On Being in Nothingness was one that I really remember, and then it was on human feelings and existentialism, I think, was another Sartre one, and then Utopia was another one.
What's his? I couldn't tell you what Sartre's deal is. How would you summarize it?
So essentially, and like the whole French existentialist movement, I really remember reading this in the book and it like clicking something in my head where it's like, everyone has free will because you always have the option to kill yourself.
Yeah.
And I remember literally being like 11, 12 and be like, wait, you can just kill yourself. Like, so then you can kind of just do whatever. And then if it goes wrong, fucking just kill yourself.
There is,
And that genuinely was the mantra in my head when I started doing stand up. I was like, everyone thinks I'm crazy doing this, but like, fuck it. If it goes wrong, I'll just die. I don't care.
Do you think that when I thought about death, certainly at that age, sent me into terrors. Do you think your view on death was more peaceful? Because I know you had like a near-death experience when you were like 8.
Yes, it was that. And then
you tell people just because I
yes.
Not everyone did my research.
So I was at Jesus camp and we were in the pool, right? We had like a field trip where we'd go to a pool. And only like the rich kids knew how to swim. Like the rest of us, it was like literally maybe 4 kids in the deep end, and then like truly 50 of us on the other side of the pool. We're playing Marco Polo, and the ball goes into the deep end. And I was one of the younger people at the camp because my godmother was a nurse, so I was able to be like maybe 7 or 8, where like the youngest age was 10. And I felt like I needed to prove myself. So I was like, oh, I got it. And people were like, are you sure? Like, one of them can throw it? I was like, no, I got it. And then in my head, I'm like, okay, so like you've seen people swim on TV. Like, you kind of just do that. Yeah. And
By the way, when people say they can't swim, I do think like, just this.
Yeah.
Right. Just move your arms.
There is something, and I know it's deeper.
do it,
I can't ride a bike, so like I get it.
Yeah.
There's things.
You can't ride
ride a bike. I can't ride a bike.
You really should try.
I feel like you're the type to not be able to ride a bike, but ride a unicycle.
Yeah.
That's very kind. I never learned. I take that as a
You seem like
high
one of those
praise.
weirdos
Thank
that
you.
I see riding around.
high praise indeed. If only I could ride a unicycle. No, I never learned. I think I just had bad balance. I was out of shape, and I think I just don't have good balance, period, and no one helped. And then I did training wheel. I had a bike with training wheels. Someone made fun of me once. I never did it again.
Oh.
And then I got this thing at Toys R Us. They had like it's a chariot essentially, where it's a bike, but it's a skateboard bike where it's 2 long panels, so it requires no balance, but you're standing.
Okay.
So you're like this, and you can push off. And then it was a really formative memory. My dad, so no skill at all. But then I was going down hills and, speed up, and it was fun. And then one day, my dad, he was encouraging me to just like go faster. And I was not wearing a helmet. And I started going so fast down this one hill that in my mind, I was like, if I go to the end of this, there's kind of like a ravine. I don't know if I would have died, but I was like, I'm fucked.
Right.
I'm fucked. I'm going way too fast. Yeah. I'm going to crash. And I just like, something in my brain was like, step off. And I stepped off this thing.
Oh, God.
And just destroyed my knees. I broke my arm.
Oh, my God. Which arm?
This arm. I didn't find out until like later that I'd broken it. It was awful though.
Like how much later?
Like a month. They said there was like a minor fracture. I should have gotten it, whatever. But just cut up, and it was awful.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get if you can't swim, it's not obvious.
But
and I learned one summer kind of, but I'm just gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
It's just not what I'm made for.
It's not worth it at this point.
I'm just gonna get hurt.
Like, why do you need to bike? Unless you go to Copenhagen.
Yeah. It's nice and like a little the only time I do it is if I go to like on vacation, and it's like, oh, you can like bike around places.
Yeah,
nice.
It speaks to a deep cowardice inside of myself that I can't drive or ride a bike.
You can't drive.
Can't drive.
You
I have a
are
license.
so gay passing. That's crazy.
Oh my God! Another point. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you go, "Oh, great, that's gay too." Another gay trait. I didn't even know.
So you swim and
oh yeah.
Swim out to the
so I swim out to the deep end and then immediately start drowning. Like it was like a sharp cutoff sort of thing, and then I was like jumping, trying to get attention, and no one was seeing me because there were so many people on the other side of the pool, and I was like, well, this is it. Like,
oh my God.
I'm dying. And then I just sort of let go and then floated to the bottom and then blacked out. And it was so peaceful.
Do you remember going and taking the water in?
Yeah.
Oh!
Like taking in water, jumping, trying to like gasping for air, water coming. It was so uncomfortable until it wasn't. And I was so peaceful. And I was like, all right, this is great. And then I woke up on the side of the pool.
Do you think drowning's not that bad a way to die at the end of the day?
It's hard work, but great reward.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like, I really think putting some rocks in your pocket and walking out into the Hudson is not terrible.
Good to know. When people say that about the rocks, though, like, that's a lot of rocks. Or, like, your pockets, I'd have to be wearing cargo pants to load up. I'd probably have to do it. It doesn't work. I have to go home and change.
Yeah. What am I going to wear? What am I going to wear?
H&M people, every...
4 suitcases of rocks around my neck.
You got to put a boulder in your backpack and walk into the ocean.
Just a nice cinder block necklace. That's crazy.
I just don't know. I think it would be so hard. It would be so long to just keep floating up. Just like not finding enough rocks. Just keep coming back to the shore. Like trying to get more rocks in your pants. Just keep floating into the top. Damn it! Too fat to drown.
I like some mafia guys are trying to drown fat pussy or whatever, and they keep getting cinder
fat
blocks.
pussy.
They're like, what's his name?
Big pussy.
Big pussy, fat pussy. Oh, they can't do it. Well, that's good to know.
It's so good to know.
That's good to know.
Highly recommend.
And do you feel like that? We're both very death anxious people, and I do think it would be nice to have less death anxiety. Like, do you think that freed you?
It like kind of, but then what really did it was my grandpa died when I was 12, and he was like 100 and something, and he like just one day was like, I want to die. I'm so tired. I'm like, I've been alive for so long.
You say that.
What the fuck is a computer? Like, and he was just kind of like, I've seen so much, I've lived so much, I'm ready to go. And everyone was like, no. But I was like, you know what? Like, let him. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's wonderful that like if you get to a certain age and you say that, like.
But tell him the story. The story that you said that ruined my life.
Oh, I know.
wait, what is it?
I have a friend who like works in like a nursing home, and I said that same thing of like, because I remember I had someone in my life
online.
I had someone in my life who said that a similar thing too, and being like, they seem ready and blah blah blah, and I was telling her, I was like, must be around death a lot, and like people being ready to go at certain ages, and she goes, yeah, they sometimes say that, and then a lot of times at the end they are not, and it's really really hard and sad.
So like in the end, none of them want to go.
I was like, it really bummed me out. It was like a night out, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I won't ask any more questions about your job.
Like, I need to go find a backpack in the cinder block right now.
Oh.
Okay, so when you're reading Jean-Paul Sartre, you think like, did that experience make you go like, death isn't the end?
No, it was more so like life is always a series of choices, and you should be making choices that make life worth living.
God, I wish I could get to that. I just go.
I fall out of that all the time, and then
Yeah.
there are times where like, it's not even that I'm afraid of dying, but I'm living like I'm afraid of dying, and that I'm like trying to cling to the idea of just being alive, which is not enough to live.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. So when you're reading this at 12, I mean, surely that experience, you think that informs how you're affected by, that you're able to read this and take it in a meaningful way?
Yeah.
And when you talk about it with your mom, like, what does she want to discuss? Like, is she like, this is what a way to look at the world? Is she a nihilist too? I mean, this isn't nihilism per se?
Yeah, no, she thought that it was, I mean, honestly, when I look back on it, we were just doing like study guide questions. Like, I probably was just helping her go over like what was going to be on the exam.
Oh my God.
But she was always really into just thinking, philosophy. I mean, still is. She's a teacher now.
Oh.
Yeah.
What does she teach?
She teaches 8th grade English.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. And yeah.
I went through like a reading philosophy phase and loved it. I wish I could do it more. And then I met it was like a Columbia grad philosophy student. We met I think in Europe, like on a hostel bar crawl or whatever. But he invited me to like a Columbia lecture thing, and it was like, I've never felt more stupid in my entire life. It was about like the concept of time travel, why it couldn't work, but it was like mathematical.
Why
and
it
I just
couldn't
stood
work.
there. What?
Like, couldn't work.
Yeah, why it couldn't work, but like we're talking like
Who wants to go to that lecture? Sounds so boring.
what could happen. What if?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was like theoretic. And
Did you feel like dumb and you wanted to be a part of it? Because I feel like I would go there and be like, okay, maybe I feel dumb, but also this is boring.
so dumb that I couldn't even participate to even know if I wanted to be there or not.
Okay.
Like, I love talking about I loved philosophy of mind. I love talking about like consciousness and the hard problem of consciousness, and I like that theoretical stuff. And I don't know. I think I can engage in it to a degree.
Yeah.
This just got super scientific,
Yeah.
and I'm not.
Yeah. But I think you're onto something. I think every like Ivy League just needs one dumb guy in the class, just to like, you know, be
I
like,
think every
this
Ivy
is-
League has a couple dumb guys in those classes.
but like to perform being dumb, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's necessary. I'd do it. I'd sign up for
What
it.
other philosophers did you read? Did you get that you love or anyone? What is it
Simone
like
de
to be a
Beauvoir.
bat?
She was probably just taking like a French existentialism class.
Yeah.
It was just giving me that stuff. And then as I got older, my favorite right now is Byung-Chul Han. I love him. I think it's so funny when people are like, comedians are the modern philosophers.
It's brutal.
Like
There's
there
real philosophers.
there
They're all
actually
modern
are philosophers still, like who have a lot of interesting things to say. But he's great. I really love his stuff. He really talks about capitalism and like expounds on what Foucault talks about in the Panopticon. And his whole thing is like, we are our own police now. Like the state doesn't have to do anything. It's all self-policing through optimization.
Explain a little more.
So like we are all like, I need to go to Barry's in the morning because if I don't go to Barry's in the morning, then I'm not worthy of love. And then I will not be able to keep up with my friends and my friends won't like me either. And we all have...
And I need to be online doing this.
Yes,
so
and I
can
need-
see my friends lives. and
Exactly.
blah, blah. I need to blah, blah, watch this TV show so I can, you know.
Yeah.
I go to Barry's in the morning.
Yeah, you're a
because-
slave to the system.
I don't think I do it because I go to Barry's.
It's also nice to just...
I want to feel a certain way.
Yeah.
It aids and abets in the pursuit of the thing that I want and I get to do, and it's not necessarily a healthy dynamic.
Right.
I go to Barry's so I can, when I go to my one Fire Island show of the year with Jay Jordan, someone won't comment on how flat my ass looks this time.
Someone said that.
An older gay guy who would always just message things, and
And you
I
didn't
need to stop
respond?
engaging, but sometimes I would like
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
And then it was like, oh, you need to work on more legs day or whatever. And first of all, I said, Tovah, don't ever take a picture from behind like this. I can't believe you would do this to me. And then I block. Like I don't block in general, but
Yeah.
I do think if anyone comments on my body in a negative way, I
Yeah.
kind of block right off the gate.
I restrict. I don't give them the satisfaction.
Yeah.
I just gaslight
This guy,
them.
it would hurt him. This guy,
Oh,
I think
right,
it would hurt
right.
because he liked me.
Right. He's
You're
probably
strict.
watching from a burner.
So that's why I do Barry's.
So nothing you said negates what you
Right.
You're just like, we're like, so I go to Barry's for all these really like, deeply unhealthy psychological things. And no, it's not because I'm yeah.
If I don't go to Barry's, then that guy is going to say that I have a flat
I
ass.
get it once a year, sees a picture of me in a bikini bottom.
Okay,
Yeah.
back to Sasha. I'm gonna kill myself. Yeah, I want to read more. It's tough to get back in.
I think like whenever I hear about it and like this is so interesting, but then sometimes when I'm reading it, I feel like there's an anxiety of even
Yeah.
thinking about
There is nothing to gain. Like literally nothing to gain. It just makes the world seem
more and
darker.
more.
But I'm addicted to it.
Yeah.
I can't
I
stop.
think you need to play with comedy where you see things a little different way.
Yeah.
You could like dumb down a lot of philosophy and just turn it into. That's why they say that comedians are the modern day philosophers. What they really mean to say is they're the most easily accessible
Right.
thinkers.
But I'm always like, okay, so like, who's their guy? Like,
Yeah.
what are you like Lacanian or like, who's your person?
Yeah.
Like, I would love to hear Joe Rogan say that.
Yeah.
Like, who's his people? But I don't think he's
I don't know if
claiming
you want to
that.
hear his people. His people are going to be UFO. I mean, I feel like he thinks he's a thinker.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying like people need to start referring to comedians like, oh yeah, I'm a Maniscalcan.
Yes. Yes.
I go with the Maniscalcan food of thought, which is, what were you thinking?
Got
And
a new
it's watching.
impression.
What were you thinking?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know. I know. I can't do any impressions.
No, I like it.
Can you do Sebastian?
No, I wouldn't even try.
I'm sure some of them have philosophers. I'm sure like Emo Phillips
Oh
is
yeah.
a philosopher.
Yeah.
I'm sure Gary Goldman's got some philosophers.
Yeah.
I have a joke that references Blaise Pascal.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to do a Pascal's wager joke. Doesn't always land, but I'm proud of that. Or one about the old Greek guy. What do you go? He goes, he's not scared of death because he says, when death is not, I am. When death is, I am not. I'm trying to make a joke out of that.
Okay.
That I want to kill him because it doesn't matter, I guess. It doesn't comfort me at all.
Mm.
Philosophy. There was some philosopher that talked about free will where I guess the preface of the book had a trigger warning essentially that was like, if you're suicidal, don't read this book.
Whoa.
Because it's so depressing to really engage in the concept of not having free will.
I bet you that sold more books too.
Sure, it's probably a marketing ploy.
Yeah.
No one read that and said, good. Have a good night's sleep. Never mind then. Well, I'm looking at oh God, one thing something I was want to say about comedians that has been bothering me where I am getting really tired of when you tell someone you're a comedian, when they do this like, what you do is so important. And I go, you're not saying this to your plumber. You're not saying this to there's so many people you're not saying this to you. And I always want to go, it's not, I'm doing it entirely for me. I'm doing it for purely
Do you think
selfish
is that a
reasons.
new thing because of like free speech, like or like right now within like?
I think when things feel bleak, they go like, we need someone to lift us out of these dark times. And especially now I think about whenever the time where the actor, the comedian, the artist was like the lowlifes, the scoundrels, but people still watch them. They're like right now, it does make sense to be like, yeah, the person I watch all the time, I love them. And they're so important. And I would love to see the world where it's just like, after you finish the show, they'd spit on you. But they still watch the show. But it was like, do it.
Right.
And then it's disgusting that you're even doing it. Because that's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. Oh, I'm a comedian. Ugh, God, you must need so much from strangers. I enjoy you, but you should not take any self-worth from that.
Yeah.
You vile lowlife.
Yeah, I don't know what's worse. Someone who does theater, no one's ever telling me, thank you for doing theater. But I'm in a lot of rooms where we're saying it to ourselves. We're doing this, and I'm like, okay, I think there's not maybe, but yeah.
So then you went to DePaul for theater. Was that?
Oh no, I went for film.
You went for film. Oh, okay, because that was it was one of these theater programs where it was like I was considering, but it was one of those where after
you get cut,
they cut half.
They stopped that my freshman year. Yeah, so I think my class I didn't know a lot of those people, but they were the first people that got to stay no matter what. It was straight up like you would go in as an actor and then you'd have to just be an English major after that. If you got cut.
It makes like there was a nervousness of like, what if I got cut? There's no way. And I don't even mean from a talent basis. I mean from like a sheer force of will. There's no way I would have been in the bottom half. When you go to these schools, you see how many people like theater but don't mean it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I think a cut system is good.
Really? You went to theater school?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I wish they had cut me.
It wasn't a cut program?
No. I mean, but enough people left. It did go down to half by junior year. We started at 20 in the conservatory, and one by one, the best was there was one woman, first day, the act teacher came in and was like, listen, this is going to be hard work, and if you don't really want to do it, you shouldn't be doing this. And God bless her. She said, I'm out. And that was the last day we saw her.
That was it?
Love her.
She left.
I need to know where she is now.
Amy Adams.
She left. Another woman, she left early, and she's like a pop star called Madame Horrible, I think. She's like, when Madame Horrible came out, she must have been fucking pissed. But Madame Horrible, like kind of Lady Gaga-esque, and like became like a pop person.
Oh,
and I
cool.
say, God bless you, were right.
Yeah.
Staying for 4 years. You dropped out senior year.
I did.
Yeah.
Was that hard?
Kind of, but I just was like, I have to do it. I had gotten into a stand-up festival here, and I only had enough money for a one-way ticket, and I was like, let's see if we can make something shake, and let's see how long we'll stay. If I bottom out, then I'll go back to Chicago, and then I never went back.
Where did you live? You knew someone here?
I was sleeping on floors for a little bit.
Hammer B for Lindsay
Yeah,
Elizabeth?
I got this really lucrative job doing camera B,
web
and
series.
yeah, that like held me over for a few months. And I was dating a guy, but we were really on fumes at that time, and I was like, we're about to break up, and I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. And then I ended up getting into a co-op in Bed-Stuy. That was like this socialist co-op, and it was me and 11 other people in this brownstone. It was four stories, and like 3 rooms on each floor. And my rent was $650.
Incredible.
Yeah, and then the landlord started suing us, and because of the court case, he was like, I'm not collecting your rent anymore because you guys are fraudulent or whatever. He was like trying to build a case. So I was living in New York for free.
Wow.
It was the best year of my life. Like, it's amazing. There is a thing, you can be so poor that it loops back around to being Nepo. Like, it really is the same at the top and the bottom. Like, I think that's the problem. People complain about Nepos, and it's like, no, you need to be homeless. Like, I swear to God, you
What
could
about
do.
it was fun?
It was just like, all I had to do every month was make, well, okay, I still paid, because rent was actually $500, but then food was $150.
And you're all, when you say
We
it was a
all
socialist-
like pulled in on food.
Yeah.
And there was like one fridge that was like groceries, and then there was another fridge that was all dumpstered food. Yes.
Like dumpster diving.
I had some dumpstered Havarti.
Yeah.
I did, and it was delicious.
Did you dumpster dive yourself?
No, it wasn't me. There was a couple that like knew these stores and like what time they would like literally go and like drop it off in the dumpster, and they would just intercept and then take it.
And what kind of food are we talking here?
I drew the line at meat. I was not going to do that.
Yeah.
But I like cheese, snacks, drinks, like just random produce a lot of the time.
Yeah.
That was like on its way out in like 3 days maybe, or a day or two.
Yeah.
That was just like kind of ugly.
Was there ever something where you picked it up and you're like, oh my God, that was bad?
No.
It worked.
No. Honestly.
Wow.
It was pretty dope.
What's the term, freegan?
Yes, freegan.
Yeah.
So socialism works?
100%. It was Mamdanistan before Mamdanistan.
Yeah.
Like, it was great. All I had to do was pay for a train pass. Like, I needed basically $300 a month, and I could do anything after that.
Was there a lot of meetings with the building of
Oh,
like,
yeah. We would
hey,
have to do a meeting every single Monday, and it was mandatory. Yeah.
What were the meetings like?
Yeah, did you have friends there? Like, did you make friends?
There are some people who I like still fuck with from that house. I think one of the youngest people, and the oldest person I think was maybe like 60.
Oh my
Or like
God.
late 50s. It was so cool.
What were these meetings like? So Monday morning?
It would be Monday night, and it would be a different person's turn to cook every meeting. So you would cook for like 12 people.
What were you making for this?
For me, I remember this one meal. I made roasted butternut squash and whipped mashed potatoes, and I think I might have made like a chicken or something. Like, I would go crazy.
Yeah.
And then some other times I would just do like a big stir fry or something that's like easy. But the meetings we would eat, and then this is the one part that gets like Portlandia is we would talk, and then we would go into the meeting, and then we would do oppression check-ins.
Oppression.
Yes, oppression
What does that mean?
check-ins.
Can we do one right now?
This is how it would go. Okay, so guys, let's do an oppression check-in. And then it would be like me and the other people of color, like still
oppressed.
it's still there.
Yeah.
So
What did they want you to say?
I think it was just like if there was anything, the intention was to like try to clear any baggage or anything that you felt was like weighing you down before the meeting. I think there was like they were trying to make space for that.
Yeah.
But then it just ended up like I don't know, like what are we gonna talk about? Like
Was it the idea of like if you had an issue with a roommate or you were mad?
no,
at
not even
someone?
that. It was just like ambient oppression, like in general.
And they did every time. No one said anything ever.
There was one time where I complained. Actually,
What'd you
I like
say?
went off. I was on Nostrin, and this guy was like super homophobic, And I was like, that happened, and it really annoys me because I never see that happen to white queer people. Like, because you guys are inaccessible, and they know that like justice will be served. Whereas like for us, we're accessible, and we seem like we could be from around here, and they know like we're kind of free targets. And everyone was just kind of shook.
Yeah.
And I was like, this didn't really, I don't feel better for saying that. And then also like we didn't solve anything. Like
Applaud or snap?
Yeah.
No, everyone was just like, yeah, whoa, we hear that, whoa. And then we would get into like the nitty gritty of like, hey, so this isn't being done. Oh my God, there was a spoon problem for a long time. We didn't have enough spoons. Somebody was like
Hoarding spoons.
Like, I guess like eating cereal and then just like leaving the spoons in their room. And every meeting they would be like, guys, we need whoever has the spoons. Like, we
don't
understand.
care.
Like,
Yeah.
it might be a shame thing. There's no shame. Like, we just need the spoons back. And I was so sick of it. I went to the dollar store and I bought like 100 spoons. And then the next meeting, I just like dumped them on the table. I was like, we got the spoons.
Wow.
Well, there's the failings of socialism right there. You can't always go somewhere and get 100 more spoons.
That's true. That's true.
Socialism works until you run out of other people's spoons to eat with. That sounds beautiful.
It was, honestly, I would live like that again. I'm not against it.
Now, when you say that, would you?
Yes. Genuinely.
It sounds great.
Go do it then.
I hate the mandatory meeting.
Yeah, the mandatory
That
meeting,
sucks.
that was tough, but then it also is low-key kind of necessary.
Yeah.
And if you're living in that environment, you probably don't have like a demanding job like that.
True.
Because you really don't have to work that much.
Yeah.
I would do it, but it would really have to be pre-vetted, and the infrastructure would have to be so there. Like, and also low-key, you can't be broke. You can't be broke. You don't have to be rich, but you can't be broke.
I have fantasies of like an artist commune in my mind.
Yeah.
And I struggle because there's a lot of things shortcomings. I would be the spoon guy for sure.
Yeah.
I would be taking those spoons.
Oh, yeah.
But
a
it'd be
lot of
beautiful.
noise violations for you.
A lot of noise violations.
It was honestly mostly peaceful, but then there was this one guy that like really shook shit up, and it was difficult. But then I ended up leaving and going to LA, and then I heard that there was crazy drama after that. In a way that kind of reflected like the country. It just, people were getting super radicalized in the house, and then it became all of these different factions of people. So we were also, I should mention, when we were getting sued, the whole court case, like maybe the second week after I moved in, it was me and 2 other new people. They were like, hey, so by the way, we should mention that we are getting sued by the landlord, and someone has to put their name on the case. And if you put your name on the case, then you will have suing a landlord on your rental history. And when you disclose that,
brutal.
Yes, then it's going to be really, really hard for you to get an apartment. And also, like, everyone there is broke. So we're like, okay, strike. Like, we're never going to get an apartment in New York. But if you win the case, then you technically are the head of the tenant union, and you technically own the building. So it was kind of like winner takes all. Like,
I don't know if that's a victory to own the building with 10 socialists who steal spoons.
In theory, you all should have to put your name on the thing.
Yes, yes.
But yeah.
Well, that's a beautiful New York story.
Yeah. If I hadn't found that place, I don't think I would have.
Write that show.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see this pitch that was just happening?
That's good.
I'm trying.
11.
But then the
11
spoon
characters,
thing
that's a
needs
lot to pay for.
the spoon
actors.
thing needs
That's
to.
true. That's true. We're going to have
They're
to
gonna
get
be
a
like,
lot of theater
I
actors.
think the house is probably for 4 or 5 people. We're not paying 11 people, 11 series
Socialist
regulars.
House now on Paramount Plus. By Larry Ellison. Let's go on to our next segment. This has got to stop.
This has gotta stop.
This is where we say something that needs to come to an end. Big, small, personal, broad, anything goes. If you join the Patreon, you get to submit your own This Has Got to Stop. And today's comes from Kat. This has got to stop. Pressuring people into therapy who don't want to go.
Ooh.
Not going to therapy doesn't mean you don't have problems. It just means you don't think you will be well served by the specific practice of talk therapy. There's a lot of evidence-based effective ways to address all sorts of challenges, and therapy is just one tool in the tool belt. So it is a tool in the tool belt, though. Although a very good one for many people, to be sure. Saying this as someone in the mental health field who also has been to therapy. Listen, I know not everyone. This is an attack on my character.
It is a full attack on you.
I know not everyone needs to go to therapy if you've never tried it, though.
Yeah.
If you've never tried it, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Then just check it out.
But you have to be open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But listen, I hear you. I hear your opinion, patron. Thanks for being a patron and supporting my therapy financially. But I just think people should try. And at the end of the day, it's like, what is therapy? But it is the pursuit of should I engage in someone who doesn't have like a bias in my own life, who isn't affected by my own life, to talk. It's seeking an advisor outside of people who are directly impacted by your choices, someone who can give you that outside eye. So if we were to take away the term therapy, I would say I do believe people should, even if they're stubborn, to seek counsel from someone who isn't directly impacted by their choices, a unbiased advisor, if that's a better term. So my This Gotta Stop is this patron submitted segment. What's yours, Orso?
Oh, this gotta stop. This is something that I feel like we were good about a while ago, and I've noticed a change in the last year or two. Okay, everyone in New York knows you're on the subway. You can't have your backpack on. You can't. You just gotta either put it on your feet or, But I've just noticed that lately people are just wearing it on their backs. And I carry around a big backpack, so I'm very aware of like that takes up a lot of space. I gotta move that. But the last couple months I've been noticing so often there's people wearing it on their backs, getting on a very crowded subway, no awareness that you're hitting people, that your thing, and you're hitting people, and I think that this is something that's slipping. It used to. I just feel like that was a rule that we had before. Mm-hmm. It was an understanding. Take the backpack off, and I feel like it's gone. It's
hard to know how to enforce these rules. I saw your tweet. Everyone has a tweet about when people enter the train before you leave.
Yes.
And it's one of these things, it happens all the time, and I go like, okay, so how does society change? I go back to like, so how do we do this then? How do we, because I yell, sometimes when I leave, I go, wait until people leave as I'm leaving, as I'm walking up the escalator.
Yeah.
Wait until people, and they don't even hear it.
Yeah.
I plant if people are coming in so they can't come in. But I do, I don't know, because I think it's connected to people just really not being aware of what's
their
around them.
Yeah.
And really not being just at all aware. I mean, it's also the thing on the stairs. People stopping, they'll get to the very top.
Oh my!
They'll get to the very top and pull out their phone, and you're like, how do you not know that you are part of a whole train that just let out? We're all following you to the top, and then you stop right there. You lose the momentum. You're so close to just getting off and stepping 2 feet out of the way, and they just lose it. It happens every day in some way, or someone just stopping on their way down the stairs.
Yeah.
To look at the phone. Crazy.
That's a good one.
Awareness.
My This Has Gotta Stop is the concept of the humiliation ritual, where whenever a man puts on a dress for a comedy thing, or most recently it was Robert Pattinson, like for a magazine shoot, they're like, Hollywood, they made him do the humiliation ritual. You got to do that to continue to be a star. And I want everyone to write out, like, so what do you think happened here? So there's a movie star. He's done so many movies. And then who came to him
Who did that?
And said, you got to do this shoot. And I think the part that bothers me the most is that the thing that I like doing on stage, or, I like to put on a fun outfit, that other people's conception is, oh, that's the humiliation ritual. And I'm like, oh, I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
Just having fun.
Well, they would never allow themselves to experience experiment that sort of thing.
But yeah, it's just the idea that the world is so clean that someone is there being like, did they do the humiliation ritual? Well, we got to get him in a dress. You got to put on a dress for 10 seconds, and now you have $15 million. By the way, if that's all it takes, fucking do the humiliation ritual.
Yes.
You're not a millionaire because you don't want to put on a dress for 5 seconds.
Fucking,
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
Pathetic.
The things I would do to be Robert Pattinson, I'll show you humiliation ritual. I'll show you humiliation ritual.
Yeah, he's already Batman. Like they were like, you're not going to keep being Batman unless you put on the, you know?
Yeah, it's all homophobia, but it's like, okay, be homophobic. Don't then turn it into like this is
Weird.
the industry, this is
Yeah.
how it works.
Right.
Because if it is, you should do it.
Yeah.
If that's true, every guy should put on a dress right now. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You get to be in a movie with, who is he in a movie with? With Zendaya?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Do it. Jaboukie, what's your, this got to stop?
Okay, so I had a few.
Sure.
One of mine was people who walk onto the train and then stop. They will get onto the train and be like, I like this spot.
Yep.
People are
Stop
coming
right in the door.
onto-
Right in the door.
Yes.
Right in the
Right
door.
in the door. Crazy. Like
Crazy behavior.
antisocial.
Yeah.
Like actually there needs to be lashings. I really do think we need to do public lashings right in front of the Williamsburg Bridge. Like while the cars are passing by.
Yeah.
And just pick one unlucky person, like you were the person that we caught today, you're going to get lashings.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
I like lashings. I like lashing more than prison time, for sure.
Yeah.
The hands? Like
Yeah.
The butt.
On the butt.
Yeah.
the bare exposed butt.
Yeah, it's pure humiliation. It doesn't even have to hurt that
Yes,
bad.
yes. It
It's
shouldn't hurt.
pure humiliation. Like, hey, you inconvenience everyone, so now everyone gets to watch you get slapped on the butt.
I agree.
So there was that. There was phones in the theater. That it's like easy, and I know you said no phones things, but listen, it's crazy. And it's starting to happen in art house theaters.
Yeah.
That should not be happening at the IFC Center.
Yeah.
Leave that for AMC Kips Bay. Like, please let me have my fucking space. And
the only complaint I have about movies, let me just say this,
yeah.
is I'm not the best phone etiquette person in the world. I wish these movie theaters, I do believe that like with these overloaded trailers and whatever, I want the movie to be as long as the movie.
Yeah.
And I think I just hate the movie theaters so much. There's just so much about the way that movie theaters are run most of the time that I go like, yeah, I understand like why the social contract is broken down because I'm walking into an infrastructure that feels like they're trying to rip me off in 10 different ways and waste my time.
I get
so
that.
I think it's like a holistic thing needs to happen.
Yeah.
With a lot of things with phones. I agree. I'm just like I want the movie theater to feel like they care too. If they care, I'll care.
What would it look like if they cared?
I want, instead of popcorn, if they had some healthy snacks, some baby carrots, some celery, some hummus. I just want some healthy snacks.
So you want to be in the theater hearing
On your phone. You want to be eating raw carrots on your phone.
like
and that's
sauteed vegetables, popcorn, sauteed vegetables. We got it all.
I mean,
you want the Alamo experience.
I do.
Yeah.
I do like that experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm chowing down.
yeah.
I'm a big fan of eating at dinner at the theater. As someone who gets stressed about time, I'm like,
Yeah.
convince me I'm doing two things at once. You know, I got to go to Barry's after this.
I have one more.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Using an anxious when there's a silence. Like just to fill the space, just be quiet and just sit in it. I do it. Everyone does it, but we should stop. We need to get used to discomfort.
I agree.
Yes.
Let's go into our final segment. You better count your blessings. Something that we're thankful for. Russell, what's your blessing?
Oh God. Jesus Christ. You go first. I want to do something specific.
No, fuck. You can't do that to me.
Yeah, you got it.
I didn't prepare. Okay, blessing. We've lived in an unfurnished apartment for a very long time. We finally got some furniture. We're having our first Shabbat meal tonight,
Oh, that's nice.
and so I'm very much looking forward to that. And I think Tovah's just been dying for some chairs.
Yeah.
we got him, and it meant a lot to her. And I'm glad we got
Yeah.
him. That's my blessing.
My blessing is last weekend my nephews came and visited and got to stay for the weekend and got to take them all around New York. And they were so well behaved and so like genuinely excited to do everything in New York. And I felt really nice to be able to like, I was roughly their age when I like first started getting to come to the city. And so I felt like it was like really nice. They were leaps and bounds beyond what when I first came was able to like they were asked to go to sushi and stuff like that. And that's not something I would have done, you know? So, yeah, it was really fun. It was really, really fun.
It's an expensive visit. If I had fucking nephews and nieces, they said, let's go to sushi. I'd say, you out of your fucking mind? You got in mind? We're not going. Oh, Russell, take us to omakase.
Yeah.
What's your blessing?
My blessing is, I fucked up my shoulder rock climbing. And it's better.
Good.
Yeah. And I didn't have to go to the doctor or anything.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, that sucks. Well, good. I'm glad it's
Yeah.
Jaboukie, where can people find you?
You can find me on all the socials at Jaboukie, Jaboukie, and you can also find me on stages across the world.
You're on tour?
Yeah. I'm going to Europe. When is it coming out?
Tuesday.
Oh, amazing. I am on tour in Europe. I'm doing London, Paris, Berlin, and Dublin, and then I'm doing a US tour in the spring.
Amazing. We're in Paris?
Apollo.
Great. Done
Have
that.
you been there? Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
We're in London?
Leicester Square Theater.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What were the other cities?
Berlin is Quash Comedy Club.
Okay, cool.
And then Dublin is the Ambassador.
That'll be great.
Yeah.
You can go to the Kit Kat Club while you're in Berlin?
Yeah. I haven't been to that one yet.
Yeah. It's it wasn't fun, but I did it. I went. It was empty.
Really?
I walked around. There wasn't enough people.
Also, I mean, you weren't gonna do anything. Like,
I wasn't gonna do anything. I was alone. I wore a
you
whole
wore
thing. Oh yeah.
The
a
harness.
a harness thing. Yeah.
Whoa.
And my dick and balls were in the thing.
Whoa.
And the guy who fitted me for it, like, he was touching a lot.
Yeah.
He kept going, dick and balls go here. I was like, I got it. I was talking about the shoulder straps. He kept going, dick and balls.
He actually came with you to the Kit Kat Club just with his hand on you. So
I did see two leather, like dog, like not furries because they were leather, but maybe it's furries.
Pups.
And yeah, pups. Yeah. And this guy's cock was huge. And the other one jerked him off with like, it seemed like almost like a pool floaty.
Whoa.
It was something.
Silicone.
Yeah.
That seems like it was injected. Have you seen those?
No.
Some people do that.
Into the penis.
Yeah. Just so it's like crazy huge.
Wow. Man.
These were two guys.
Yes.
The thing I love about Berlin is that straight people act like gay guys there.
Yeah.
Like, I went to Berghain. I didn't see any gay guys fucking. It was all straight people. It was fascinating. Like, that doesn't happen here.
Straight people
fucking in the club.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you mean straights?
Yeah.
Men and women. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whereas, like, you would not.
People don't. Yes, not here.
No.
Yeah. We gotta go to.
Was
that one?
That one. That's Berlin. I don't know where.
Coming to Berlin soon as possible.
As soon as possible.
Russell, where do people find you?
At Russell J. Daniels on Instagram. Come see The Downside live on tour. We still have tickets for, definitely Houston, definitely Charlotte.
Some are sold out.
Some are sold out, so get the ones that are available still.
We're working on a great musical number to end it. Find me everywhere at Gianmarco Soresi. I'm on tour all the time. Some announcements coming up soon. Tickets will be on sale for a special taping. And join the Patreon, patreon.com/downside. 4 bonus episodes every month. Help support the pod. We are growing. Thank you so much, Debbie Downsiders. I was at a Broadway show yesterday, and someone, as I was getting my seat across the way, said, Debbie Downside. And I want to be like, it's either the downside or it's Debbie Downsider. Like, it's not Debbie
Downside.
Debbie Downside.
That's Debbie Downside in
Downside.
person.
And I said, thank you. So thank you. This is the Downside.
Downside.
That was a Headgum podcast.